Let me be clear on this. And by now, members of the media, you know me. Julia, you know me now. I will tell you as it is. The chairperson of the fact-finding mission, and Chabrol, I saw you had the article, did make contact with me when I was in the UN, did communicate with me, and I said to the chairwoman of this mission that the basis of your press release is fundamentally flawed and has to be influenced by some actors who has a particular agenda. And I then proceeded to send to her every single report, the Commission of Inquiry report on the elections, the UN, the EU report, the CARICOM report, the OS report, and the communication went blank. I then invited her to examine the 3 branches of government, to examine our house lot allocation program. And she then told me that this seems to be like the problem they face in the United States of propaganda and mistrust. But she never corrected that press statement, which I found to be very dishonorable. Then, like an open book, the cover was blown open. They arrived here, and what we saw? We saw that their entire handling was prearranged by the opposition. They were picked up by, what's the guy name? The lawyer. Ford. Ford? Oh, Roysdale, yeah, I don't really pay attention. Roysdale Ford. They were, he's APNO? Who? The APNO lawyer. He's the APNO lawyer. He was picked up by the APNO lawyer, Ford. And guess what? The agenda mysteriously does not take them across the country. It takes them to a handful of people. Why didn't go and speak to the Ethnic Relations Commission and see if any of those persons ever reported anything? But it was the cover was blown open. And then the chairwoman said to me, well, you know, it is people emailing us and we want to respond to this email. Well, imagine, people email me and told me, or text message and call me and told me that they're paid lobbyists for Rickford Burke. And I even got text message that they're here to campaign, and I saw social media posts for the same guy, man. This is a lawyer? He's a member of parliament or a lawyer? Oh, member of parliament. The same guy, Ford, who's a member of parliament and lawyer. They said that I saw posts, social media posts, that they're here to campaign for him against the leader of the opposition, Mr. Aubrey Norton. I hear that they're paid by different entity. But I didn't write a press release saying that people emailed me and text me and say all of these things, because it's irresponsible. It is irresponsible. Everybody can write you a text message or email. You can come to and issue a big statement. But the cover was blown open from the time they arrived at the airport. And it's like, you know, but one thing though, she did say to me, you know, this is exactly what happens in the U.S., all this propaganda, you know. I wonder in the U.S. If this group, how this group took to the election cases. I wonder if this report, because I did submit all the reports on the elections, the UN report, I think I have one of the reports here, let me see. I wonder if this report or this group would examine the 2,000 CSOs who was fired by APNO government. I wonder if this group would examine the thousands of sugar workers who were sent home. I wonder if they will examine the rigging of the elections, the attempt to rig the elections. I wonder if they will examine the same Ford. Is Ford? Ford is not the guy who went to court and tried to defend the rigging? Oh, yeah. That's the guy. Now I remember him. And that's the guy who, after no confidence motion was won in the parliament, went to court to delay the holding of an elections that was based on the Constitution. This thing, I don't know. Are they examining that? Are they examining the more than 200 taxes that was imposed on Afro-Indo-Amerindian people in this country by the last government that we removed? Why they don't examine how much house lot was given to different categories of people in the 5 years? What was given under us? What continues to be given? How much roads was built in Buxton? How much roads was built in Buxton? Go to Baracara, let the people tell you. This is not magic. I saw even Stabrook News had a whole editorial. They said I'm hopeless. They said I'm hopeless. Guess why? Because I'm in the streets meeting the people, talking to the people, solving problems. Guess what this hopeless man did? After the visit in Kingston and Alberton, go and see. Real work, not sleepwalking. Real work. Every single village. I want the report. Lists all the roads that we have done in the last 3 years. And lists all the roads that was done in the 5 years. I want I don't want it to do much. Let it take the conclusion of the OS report. And let me tell you, I saw Linden. You want to know the truth? Who closed bauxite? Who shut down the bauxite industry? In 1992, they shut it down, the PNC. We came back, we rebuilt, got an investor to come back and invest. We gave the subsidies, we invested in the community. They came in 5 years, chased the investor. They chased the investor. Hundreds of jobs lost there. Hundreds of jobs lost in Region 10. We brought the investor, they couldn't keep the investor. The call center that we built in Linden, they shut it down. More than 100 people sent home in Linden. I want a report on the structure of the two cabinets. Don't go far. Go in Parliament, look at the composition. I want a report on the structure of the different departments and government agencies. This nonsense got to come to an end, you know. Where every Tom, Dick, and Harry believe that they can come and evaluate us. We got to put a stop to it. And let me tell you how I'm putting a stop to it. I'm putting a stop to it with real work, hard work, on the ground, bringing the people of this country together. And in 2025, the people will say what they think about the work. The people will say what they think about the work. We're working for results. I will not rest until this country is united. Every Guyanese will feel the beat of progress. I don't need any outside force to tell me that. You can't sing from both sides of your mouth. If fraudulent election is bad in any state in the US, you must condemn it here. But you got a man who was at the center of the fraud organizing your evaluation. I hear a whole set of stories. Anyhow, thank you very much. I think I've addressed this issue now.